Ahoy, mateys. I don't know what just happened to the TV, but I'm sure I'm going to get blamed for it. See how quiet it is without that TV? It's almost deafening. Welcome aboard, Bree, Mark. I see Todd just came aboard. I did not dig out, Todd. I decided to let it keep snowing. When it's done, when will that be? Maybe tomorrow? I really don't have to go anywhere. Well, maybe tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow's Sunday, so don't have to worry about mail delivery. If they delivered mail today, it'll still be in the box tomorrow. Holly's got what she needs, and I don't have everything I would like, but I can get by for one more night. Yeah, I'm out of donuts, but I should be okay. Linda Barker, welcome aboard. Kiso and Carl are here. Welcome aboard. Oh no. Shit. Tore a muscle possibly? Pain in the flank. I like how you put that. That's like part of your cheek and part of your thigh, and then, yeah. Ouch. Doesn't sound fun at all. Well, if anybody's bored, Carl, you come up here, you and Kiso, and I could fire up the snowblower for you, and you could use that. I'll just use a small shovel. It's not wet. It's still fluffy. But I think if it was to go out there and walk around in it, it would pack down, and then it would be harder to get rid of. I think. I don't know. But let's put it this way. I'm not going out there tonight. And I didn't go out there this afternoon. In fact, I took a nap. Thanks to Sonia, the blue-eyed Cherokee princess, who is probably in here lurking. She woke me up about an hour ago, so I was like, good thing she woke me up. I might be late here. And Sue is here. Welcome aboard, Sue. So it was kind of an uneventful afternoon. I got set up for tonight's live stream. I, did some screenshots for the new featured channel. I have checked my email to see if possibly Nancy Adams has found her email, but apparently not. So I hope everything's okay with those guys. So Linda wanted me to make it easier, so I think this will be. Everybody probably has seen this picture, and they're going to jump right on it. And yes, I have seen some of you making comments on this channel. So I think somebody's going to guess it probably tonight. What is that? Wait a minute. Let's see what this does. Something just happened here, and I don't know. Press Shift and 8.
Let's get you a drink.
We're Shift and 8 at the same time.
You know what? I think I'll have something.
Oh, wait, that's grayed out, so that don't work. I bet that's if you have the paid version, which I'm probably going to have to do. I didn't check to see how many hours that I've burned up, but I have a feeling by next Saturday, I probably will be close to being out of hours. I'll figure it out for sure. But, we've been going longer on Wednesday nights with the cliches and having fun with the scratch-offs. And so they're burning up more time on StreamYard, which is fine because that's adding time to my hours for YouTube. So it's kind of a trade-off. William's here. Welcome aboard. Couldn't watch any. Yeah. Yeah, I heard. I didn't know about the Lions game. But I did hear something about NFL Network not being available. That's got to be upsetting to quite a few people, I would imagine. Did I dispatch the winnings I donated from a winnings scratch-off? No. Unfortunately, I tried to get a hold of them, and I'm not getting a hold of them. I was not able to drive up there this past few days. So, next week, I will drive there and talk to them in person, find out what their deal is, and we'll go from there. I just have a feeling they're probably busy or they're unsure of who I am. So many people get scammers and spammers that even the scammers that are doing the spamming have asked for help from different various companies that help you to block spam. Yeah, the spammers are getting spammed. And they're sick and tired of it. Me too. Yeah, it's still sitting here. So we'll get it figured out, Susan. And I don't know, I don't see Our Treasured Home is not here. I didn't send hers out. Planned on doing that yesterday. I didn't happen. I got busy. And then the weather started getting shitty, and it's still shitty. And yeah, that could have to wait till Monday, Tuesday, something like that. See how it goes. Yeah, I want to get that done, Susan. I want to do a film at the same time with that. So.
My God.
What else? That's about it that happened around here today. What's coming up this week? Well, that's one of them I want to get done. I have more work to do in the garage. Of course, probably be shoveling snow. Hopefully, I'll be taking in some scrap, getting some of that done. I got to forward Don's mail. So I got that, and then I got one more person I got to forward some mail for too. Not forward, but send off a package. We'll see how that goes. Because I honestly don't have an address yet. Waiting on an address. We'll see what happens. If something happens, well, I guess it'll just get delayed. Not my fault on that part. My fault on some things. There she is, Our Treasured Home. Nancy, I haven't mailed your thing yet. However, just yesterday, I did get my stickers and the card, so at least I'll be able to get those to you, as well as money order. It looks like that'll happen on Monday. But this weekend up here, well, you're not getting it down there so much, not yet. I was just looking at the news forecasts or weather forecasts. We're not out of the woods by any means, and you're not out of the woods either. They got us from where I'm at down to where you're at, and the east side of the state. Looks like we're going to get slammed. It's all red. And that means a lot of snow and a lot of cold. So, yeah, we're not out of it yet. I think those dreams of a green Christmas are dreams. That's all. Yeah, it was. And plus, I really wanted the sticker and the cards, and they just came yesterday, late in the day yesterday, too. So I got to get one to William. I got several people I got to send out stickers now to, now that I have some. They just came yesterday. They were supposed to arrive the day before yesterday, but it looks to me like everything has been delayed. I'm waiting on packages from Amazon that should have been here 2 days ago. They're not here yet. So I guess I heard that there's a shortage of delivery drivers, and then you add that in with the weather. Yeah, things are delayed, and they're not all my fault. So, Nancy, if you like it, you can have all of it. I'll gladly give you my share of the snow. You can have what I got now. You can have what I get in the next few days. Yeah, have it.
She was a freshman in college.
All right.
She was supposed to take her last final.
Time to change the background. Otherwise, Linda's going to get sick and tired of looking at it.
The person that stole my car.
I did put one up there for one of the ladies that was with us earlier today. Uh-oh. Casserole is coming back on me. Oh, I guess I'll wait. Yeah, I would love to send it your way, but a few other people would be upset with me. So yeah, feature channel. I think it's going to get guests sooner than later. I don't think this one's going to be quite so hard. It does have similarities to our last little charade. And I'm not embellishing that either. No, we have only basically, well, yeah, you could say there's two similarities. In a way. I don't know. How can I put that without just totally blowing it? Linda says I make it too easy. Well, if I make it too easy, I'll blurt it out. What fun would that be? It's supposed to be a guessing game. Excellent at photography. I don't know which came first, the travel or the photography. Maybe they both came hand in hand. But there are some absolutely amazing and beautiful nature shots. I mean, whoa. Suitable for framing. There's even one in here for Bree. Well, okay. She's not here yet. Wouldn't doubt she'll come on. She's probably out feeding the animals right now. What is it? Bree's time is 4, or is it 3? I don't know what time it is where Bree is at. I'm not honestly 100% sure where she is at. Is it Oregon or Washington? Where does Bree live? Yeah, this is the one which is also the thumbnail. Since it's a waterfall, an Alaska prepper. That's an interesting guess. It's not correct, but it is an interesting guess. Are they from North America? Yes, as a matter of fact, they are. Okay, it's 3:13 in Washington. Might be a little bit early to be working in the barn, but she might be. Okay, Bree is from Washington. Okay. And that's the other thing. Is it spelled B-R-E? Or is it B-R-E-E? And is that short for breeze? Because I did meet a lady a couple weeks ago. Her name is Breeze, but everybody calls her Bree. But yes, so the feature channel is from North America. Not South and not Central. North America. So they're Norte Americano. Prairie Life. Linda's got a great guess. Let me see here. Prairie. Prairie life. I don't know. Is that a prairie? Nah, not really. Beautiful. No, it's not. It's not prairie life. Uh-oh. Kiso's appetite's not up where it normally is, sounds like. Now, aren't you done? Aren't you glad that we're done with 2 weeks of what's that place where Carl works? The Everglades. Prairie Life Karen is now called Exploring Canada. That's interesting. Okay. I don't believe I have that channel.
Well, I had to do it.
Oh, gosh, I like all of these. And there were lots more that I could have put up here. Amazing photography. Carl will be back. Okay. Yeah, just those of you who know who this channel is, you just haven't said it yet. That's what it is. But great photography. Great photography. Well, if Kiesel is eliminating, probably he's okay. Now, there's a great guest, too. I have seen some amazing photography from Chrome. And he's from North America, come to think of it. But it's not Chrome. You could say they're a little bit bigger channel, but you could also say there's a smaller channel. Yes, there's another channel connected. There are two channels. We're not guessing both channels. We're going to guess the main one. But we'll talk about the other one. Kathy's Outdoors Adventures. You know, I seen her on, was it a live stream? I know, I ran across her name somewhere. Lisa, our Artscapes by Lisa. Also another excellent guest. And no, it's not her. Yeah, so there's actually two channels. Now I've only put up one or two pictures from the second channel. As I was telling Todd, the first channel, it's not huge, not what I would call huge. It's less than 3K and more than 1K. There, it's in between. Let's see here. Slim Potato Head. Haven't seen him in a little while, and he is amazing. I mean, he treks back into some pretty difficult country. He'll hike back in, and he'll prepare to spend more than the afternoon in some of these places, just in case he gets stuck, or better yet, he gets to where I can't take all the pictures I want to take in one afternoon. So he'll actually camp out. He's prepared that he'll bivouac away from his main camp and do photography. And Slim Potato he's fantastic. I love watching him. I love listening to him too. But it's not him. Linda wants to know if they're full time. Yes. And City Adventure Daryl. Now there's another good channel. I kind of compare him with Chrome. But no, not Daryl. Did you like how I did that? I keep flashing back. I was thinking about, we were talking about this earlier today. Like, some of us have been around for a couple of years, and some of us have been around for a lot longer than that. And some of us are pretty much still brand new. A lot of us met each other at Blue Wave Odyssey. I'd say pretty much a good 50 to 70% of us kind of grew out of Blue Wave. Excuse me. Gosh. Our community grew out of Blue Wave Odyssey, which was a cool thing. I wish the casserole would stop doing that. Man, I got heartburn. Woman outdoors. Boy, I'll tell you what, you're on a roll, Nancy. And you're wrong. It's not woman outdoors. There is a woman, and I have seen her outdoors. So, in a manner of speaking. But no, the channel's not named that. Yeah, Slim Potato Head. And then you know how he heats that little camper? And just different things he's showing us with how he's got things set up. Pretty much brand new, yeah. You can use all the clues. Okay. You pretty much got them all. Yeah. You know they're from North America. You know who they're not so far. That's only about 800 or 900 more channels you could guess and still be wrong. If there's actually kind of two channels, kind of. And they're not super big, they're not huge, they're not like Nomadic Fanatic or Aja or somebody like that. No, they're down here. But on the other hand, they've reached that magical numbers. So yeah. What else can I tell you, Bree? Don't worry, Bree. Linda will try to outflank you. But she won't. Yeah, see, everybody guesses that at least once a day, right? I almost did, but I didn't. Two reasons. One, because you keep bringing her up. And number two, I think, did I not already do Anjay? Fairy Dust, Sweep the Wild Winds. Okay. Fairy Dust has got something going for her. Can you, let me see here. Todd, yes, the channel has traveled to the United States. As a matter of fact, Bree has actually met the channel. So have I. So has Linda. See if I can find him. You are correct, Bree. It's either one of those channels. The cruise channel is still small. I think, just under 100 subscribers, but it's growing. And then the main channel, which is Rob, or I call it their main channel, Rob and Jan Can Van, that's over 2K. So you got it. You got it, Bree. You did not get outflanked. Yeah, you're right, Susan. That's you were good to guess AMJ, but this time you were outguessed. Bree has it. So, let's see, I think I had, seems like I had one more picture of them. They've got some fantastic photography. You can't deny that. There were so many of the Alaska cruise, like this one. It's just amazing. Now this one and that other one I have of the Ford Fjord in Alaska was taken from the cruise ship. And don't have one of whales, but I know they did see whales. I believe that they did. Yeah, and I watched a few of their videos. See this one, yeah, this one. You'd be surprised to know where that picture was taken. Anyone care to guess where this picture is from? Thank you, Sue. The pierogies. That, I didn't mention pierogies, and I didn't even mention food. But you're right. Yeah, those were pretty damn good. And we had them the next day. And we had them. I know we had a few left over, anyways. Yeah, there's the other one. No, Sue. Although that kind of does look like a lookout up by Traverse City, does it not? San Francisco is down there in that valley. That's one of the overlooks for San Francisco. It's kind of cool. Now, if you was to go, whoops, this way. I mean, I have a shot, but it's not here in the queue. But you know, you could see San Francisco and the bay and all that. Well, that might have gave it away, so I didn't. Because I don't like cityscapes as well as I like just landscape. Yeah. Well, it's true. So the Great Lakes do look like ocean. Because you can't see across them. I mean, yeah, you can see up by the Straits of Mackinac, you can see the other side of Lake Michigan. It's 5 miles, you know, and then on the east side, you can see Mackinac Island and that. But again, it's roughly 5 miles across the water. But let's see. Lake Michigan is, I think at its widest point is like, I want to say 78 or 80 miles. Well, you know, that's over the curvature of the earth. You're not going to see 80 miles with the naked eye. And even if you use a pair of binoculars and get up on the tallest sand dune, you're not going to see across. That's how big it is. Yeah, I'm crabbing about the snow, and sometimes I crab about the politics. There's the blue-eyed Cherokee Princess. Welcome aboard, Sonia. Yeah, Sonia's from Michigan too. Yeah, we crab about the weather. We crab about other stuff in Michigan, but yeah, I gotta say that, you know, summertime, at least for me, it's fantastic in Michigan. We've got beautiful country. Yeah, the blue-eyed Cherokee Princess. Anyway, I wonder who else is lurking. Let's see. Wait, it's Saturday, so Sensei Don might be here. He might not be. And then Sonia's dad is probably here. Yeah, I wish it was hot too, Sonia. I'd rather be, you know, doing this barebacked, no shirt, wearing my Daisy Dukes. Then I got my long johns on and my heavy boots and heavy socks and I'm comfortable, but I still feel a little coolness. Probably because I'm not moving around a lot. My upper body's nice and warm. My lower body has more layers of clothing on, but my legs are okay. But the tips of my toes, yeah, they're a little chilly. I can feel that. And a little bit on my ankles. Now, why? I don't know. I should be, Sonia. And I could be if I was just down south somewhere. Florida would be good. I bet I could get a tan down that way. I think I've told you all before, Nomadic Hippie, he said, you got to go to, uh, Daytona. I don't know. It's kind of in the middle of the state. It's not Orlando. It's not far from Orlando. But, he and a few others have said they got everything you want. There's scrapping, too. I could run my business scrapping down there and survive. Well, I'd probably have to have a place to do it. It's kind of hard to scrap inside the bus. Okay, we got another AccuWeather pop-up. Blizzards in North Dakota, South Dakota. 2 feet of snow. Yikes. But don't they get that every year? Next trip you're going. That's right, Tanya. No, I want to. I want to go to. I want to go to the Q. I want to go to the Slab City. I'd like to go to all those places that you've been to. I have not been there yet. It's been a goal, but it hasn't worked out. A couple of years we had the COVID, and then Holly's not exactly in 100% traveling ability yet. That's always going to be an issue, I think. Yeah, we should go to Florida now. Wish I could. Wish I didn't have so damn many bills. I've got 900 more to go on township fines. And I got some other bills that have to be paid. Taxes, sewer, and they just keep coming. Need a wood burner in the bus. Yeah. I've got 2 different types of heat. Propane and electric. Well, electric would be suitable probably in boondocking areas at the Q. I don't think you got to go a little bit more fancy to get electrical hookups out that way. So it would have to be dependent on propane heat. And a wood burner would be kind of cool. But I bet you pay more for wood out there than you do here. I mean, we were getting a pretty good stack of wood at M22, M21 for like $5, $5 or $6. It'd last 2 or 3 hours easily. Well, you'd have to have a lot more than that. It'd have to be smaller to go in your wood burner. And maybe you could get a pile of wood similar to that size to last all night in the school bus. But would it be actually affordable? I actually think propane would be the way to go to stay warm, or one of those diesel heaters. Got the heartburn still going on. Oh, no. I still, even though I don't like snow and cold, these waterfalls. This is somewhere in British Columbia. I can't remember where. If you didn't know, I think you do, but Rob and Jan are Canadian. Who says, are they from North America? Yeah. Usually I get the question, which country? Canadian or United States? But this time I got, North America. Yeah, I do. If I had a Verner's, I'd drink it. I got Dr. Pepper. I might have some RC Cola. But I wasn't in the mood for pop. Yeah, there's something about Slab City that, from what I've heard, let's see, was it Kevin? No, it was Paul. Believe it or not, Paul Barger, the bread truck man. One of his earlier videos before he got huge. He went there and he said he's a little bit watch your ass type of thinking. So if he says something like that, I would sure be watching my P's and Q's, so to speak. You thought they might have been from Australia. Yeah, they do. And trees. I think Australia has trees. There was an Australian couple on one of Tina's videos that she met out in Arizona. She didn't spend a lot of time with them, but you could tell by the accent that they were Australian. Club soda, yeah. I could try that. Don't have any right now. Roy and Becky are here. Welcome aboard. It's great to see you. Yep, squirrels. Yeah. I wouldn't be the only pirate in Slab City. Yeah, probably true. Yeah. Yeah. I think I have some baking soda. Worst push comes to shove, that's what I'll do. I'll mix up a little baking soda and some cool water. It doesn't have to be cold and doesn't have to be hot. It's lukewarm, and drink that, and then everything's fine. No more tummy ache, no more belching, no more. So that's where it's coming from. It's heartburn. I had leftover casserole, and it was good. I ate too much. Probably why I took a nap. I did mention earlier that Holly will not be on tonight. She's just not quite feeling up to par. In fact, I can hear her snoring right now. It's been kind of that way the last couple of days. Just kind of tired, just not quite up to snuff. Yes, I saw your van parked right next to D's, I believe, at Slab City. By, what was that called? That stage, the range. Yeah, I saw you parked there. That looked like it'd be kind of fun, on stage type of entertainment. It sounds like they do that like at least once a week. So I would enjoy something like that. I'm kind of a music nut. Not dyed in the wool, not extreme, but I do enjoy music. I don't always know who played this or who sang that, but I usually can sing along if it was any kind of popularity to it. Homemade remedies, baking soda, and a glass of water. Yeah, I just mentioned that a minute ago. That's probably what I'll end up doing tonight if these rumblings and ramblings in my tummy continue. Saturday nights, okay. All right. Now I got to get busy again to choose a channel for next week. This one went fast. Are you satisfied, Linda, that I didn't make it too hard? You're just mad that somebody else won. Yes, Bernay is cool. Don't let anybody tell you different. She is cool. And she's been quite a few places. And doing it the hard way. See, it doesn't have the same rig every time. She's got rental units that she uses and whatever she can get a hold of. Well, you know, that M22 was a truck, pickup truck. Still there. Change the background again. I was kind of hoping Bree would come in because she would love this. Her and her waterfalls. And I like it too. Okay. Oh, this one where we started out this evening. That's not in the United States, and it's not up in Canada. It's not in Alaska. It's somewhere, I believe, in the Gulf of Mexico, but closer to the country of Mexico. Not Cancun, but somewhere down that area. Linda's not mad. Good. Oh, that's nice. And we'll be doing it again. M23 is going to sneak up on us pretty fast. I will tell her when she wakes up. I will definitely be sure. And she's going to ask me, did people miss me? And all that. So she worries about it, which is kind of cool, you know. But I tell her, don't worry, you know, it is what it is. It's just, I've missed some live streams because of either signal strength or being in the hospital. That was last year. I've missed some things. I was thinking today, you know, this Christmas is a whole lot different than last Christmas. Last Christmas, I was still, you know, watching my diet closely and weighing myself twice a day, it seemed like, and, you know, adamantly writing down when I took this med and that med and this med and that med. And now this year is like, what? It's like it's just another day. And I'm not worried about all that shit. It's just second nature. So yeah, this is not Cancun, but somewhere down in the in paradise. Definitely where it's probably 70 degrees right now or more.
It is the very cornerstone with which I want to build my entire life.
And let's see, California. This, I think, is Vancouver. Or near Vancouver. It's in British Columbia. Cindy was on this morning, Todd. And Cindy said he was being stubborn. So I'm guessing maybe the same. Maybe he's should go to the doctor and he's not. But I do know that he was having a situation with his leg that, you know, it was bleeding. So, yeah. Right now, all we can do is pray that, you know, healing comes to him. He sure had some tough rows to plow. Whole past year, so many people in his family passed away, and his own health hasn't been what you would call wonderful. And then other situations, you know, I guess having to move right away, it sounded like he had to move last summer, and that's kind of been delayed, but it still is coming. that he will be leaving that trailer park.
Words mean nothing. And as the great one said,
Thinking about it in 23. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you depend on River Styx. That must have been interesting. He still berates you. I don't know. We're going to have to put him in his place. You know, sometimes I wonder. Are you two married? You sound like it. You go at it with each other. Huge shindig at Courts, predicting 200 campers. Oh my. That will be a big shindig.
Let Michelle Dunaway and Todd Chan serve up a taste of the best West Michigan has to offer and connect you and your family with what's cooking around our community. Fix up your morning.
That sounds like a fun time.
17 morning mix.
And has your weather improved at all, Roy? Is it still kind of in the 30s at night, or? Yeah, M23 is going to be, I think, even better, Bree. If I have my way about it, it'll be epic. You know, we used to have parties, Christmas parties from where I worked. Employees only. Some employees didn't get to go because their spouses would not let them. No, it was employees only. You couldn't bring your spouse to the Christmas party. Oh, and the other thing about this place, if you work there and then you ended up becoming the wife or husband of someone else who also worked there, one of you would have to quit. They did not allow married couples to work there. Now, I know of other companies that are that same way. Seems to make for a little more peaceful time in the workplace. That's good, William. That's excellent. North Pole has changed. Court size now, North Pole. Yeah, I think Roy's right. I really do. Yeah. I hope he goes too, Brene. But now I have spoken to him privately, and there's some issues. But I think they're going to go. I hope they do. I mean, that to me, that's like, wow. I pray that he does. He and Cindy go, because that's a bucket list thing on my, way of thinking. Okay. A slight warm up. And we're going the opposite direction, Roy. And you remember when the squirrels ran behind me a little while ago? Well, the dolphins brought my brain freeze back. My job was to go this afternoon to go get another ticket in case somebody would win tonight. So we'd have a scratch-off ticket to do. But I chickened out. I said, I'm not going out in that damn snow. We're at 8 inches now. And guess what? The store closes by the time I get off here. So it's going to be, we could do yours Wednesday night, Renee. Or next Saturday. We could do it in the morning. How about we do your ticket next Saturday morning? I don't know, halfway point, maybe like 12:30. We'll have a different channel that we'll be featuring. And of course, chances are always good. We're going to have something to talk about, but we can do a scratch off in probably less than 15 minutes. And who knows, you might win something. Or we'll do it Wednesday. Although we definitely do 2 tickets on Wednesday night. I don't know, we'll play it by ear. Because you usually do show up on Wednesdays as well. So by then I'll definitely get to the store and buy you a ticket. I didn't buy anyone a ticket this afternoon. You know, it's just, I didn't even think of it actually. I was thinking, I want to stay in. It's cold. It's nasty out. And I did. I stayed in. I didn't go to the mailbox. I'm not going to go to the mailbox until tomorrow. Single digits by Friday down in Ohio. Okay, Brene, that's what I'll do. I'll have it, and then when we're on the Wednesday night show, if we're bored, whether you're there or not, no, we'll definitely, you'll be here when we do your ticket, either Wednesday or next Saturday. All right. No snow. Usually only gets cold down into the 30s for a few days at a time in December and January. But Roy and Becky are at 53 degrees right now. So it'd be just now going on 5 o'clock. So you're starting to get sunset, but it's still 53. I can do it at M23. Brene, you really want to wait that long? I mean, I can. When I get one, I can lock it away in the booty box. We could, do it around campfire, or I don't know, on somebody's live stream. We could scratch it off then. Whatever you want. You're actually the winner of the ticket. It's out of my hands now, except for the fact I got to go get one for you. Duh, Yeah, the Hurricanes are a trade-off. Tiny Farm Nuggets is here. And let's not have any butt jokes. Welcome aboard. Brene was the winner tonight of Guessing the Channel, which was Rob and Jan Canvan. And many of us here met Rob and Jan at M23 this past September. Marshmallow crops? Oh, good one, Roy. Yeah, I'll have to check out that post. Okay, you're in Southern California. Are you near San Diego, Brene? I've been to, yes, butt nuggets. Mixed with marshmallows. But marshmallows are going to be expensive this year, looks like. It's probably due to the sugar cane shortage in the Philippines. Hey, there was a sugar cane shortage. I don't know if there still is, but I have a feeling there might be. Because, I love RC Cola. Well, RC Cola is still on the scarce side. I think for 2 reasons. One is because of the sugarcane shortage in the Philippines, which is where RC Cola is manufactured. They don't tell you that on the can, but I did some research and found out, yeah. So they couldn't make RC Cola because they couldn't get the sugar. Yeah, do. That'd be fun. Then the other reason. Now, it's gone up in price. Yes, RC Cola has climbed in price from a couple years ago, definitely. But it hasn't climbed as much as other popular brands of soda, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola. Those have climbed in price too. And I think many people have gotten turned on to RC and 7-Up and some other products, Dr. Pepper, that company, the distributing company, beverage distributing company. Who is it? Is it Brooks Products? I think so. Anyways, they're cheaper, a couple, for a 12-pack, a couple dollars less. There's a lot of people out there saying, gotta pinch the pennies. And when they found out that RC Cola is pretty good tasting cola, they stick with it. So it sells out quick. San Gabriel Valley, 233 miles west. Of course, Arizona, right off the I-10 highway. I have been through San Gabriel somewhere way back on I-10. I remember arriving in San Diego after dark and coming up and around all these curves and seeing San Diego kind of just down there in the valley and then the ocean. It was beautiful. And then the next morning, I forget where we stayed the first night. Boy. Anyways, driving in the city and the suburbs of San Diego, and it was in December. In fact, it was right around this time, a few days before Christmas, San Diego. Oh my God, roses, beautiful roses blooming. I loved it. I've always liked roses my whole life. I have roses here. Those were exceptionally beautiful and fragrant. RC, ice cold frosty bottle, you betcha. In the 70s child years, right? Well, we'd call you Bill, Brody Bill, if you didn't have your name listed as William. If you prefer Bill, that can be accomplished real quick. Yosemite? Oh, yeah, that kind of would remind you of Yosemite, but it's in Vancouver. I guess it's time to change the background. I have a couple more from Vancouver. I have at least, I just only have the one from California. We put this other one up from Alaska. We'll put that one up for a while. East LA. Anywhere near Compton? Arkansas. Arkansas is wonderful. I've thought about going back to Arkansas on a more permanent basis, if you will. Here comes that casserole belching again.
Dog. Poor guy.
I'm going to put Renee's up there. I like your icon there for your channel. That's cool. The fairy. Never really studied that before. I mean, when I see your channel, I think of you. I can see your face, you. I just never really looked at the fairy dust thing. Compton for a brief while. I feel sorry for you. Well, I don't know. Perhaps back when you were growing up in Compton, it wasn't quite so bad. But I understand Compton is not really a place you want to be. About every city has some bad parts to the city. For us, Grand Rapids, the southeast side can be. Let's see. I used to know
combination of fatty acids is not found anywhere else in any other product other than omega.
I can't remember. The police call had a name for it. But yeah, the most active part of the city for as far as crime.
Really felt the pain. I mean, in my ankles and in my heels. I mean, it was so excruciating.
Yeah, I don't 100% know where Norwalk is, but I have heard of it.
Inflammation is controllable, can be managed, and it's
I had another friend that I worked with for years. He grew up on the west side of LA. He had a business. He maintained swimming pools in his 20s. And so he sit there and just talk, lunchtime, he talk about, all these stars that lived in Beverly Hills, and he was their pool guy. It had to be a lucrative business, taking care of the stars, swimming pools, the celebrities.
Order now to get the new offer. 2 bottles of Omega XL.
I've been thinking of changing mine, Bree. I've been thinking of doing a profile pic with this hat on and the beads and all that. I'm not sure yet, but my hairdresser says she can braid 2 dreadlocks here in my beard, if you will, and then put beads in there. And so how do you get them to hold on? She said she just learned this. She says, believe it or not, for dreadlocks and doing crazy things, a stapler. You staple it. And then when you want to take your dreadlocks out or your woves, whatever, just slip the staple out and then slip your beads off if you happen to be wearing jewelry. I don't know. If you would have said to me a year ago, less than no, if you just said to me 4 years ago that I'd be wearing a hat and jewelry, and makeup, and dyeing my hair, I would have said you're crazy. Well, here I am. I'm having fun with it. I don't care what Linda says about it. I'm having fun. 70 to 79. Okay. El Cajon. Yeah. Well, actually, I can put. Oh, I know what you want. Yes, please put up William's channel link. We need that. We need to share that out. East Los Angeles moved to the cities in the San Gabriel Valley at 12. Were you a valley girl? So much. No, I know you weren't quite in that era. The Valley Girls. Oh boy. And I know that was San Joaquin. I think where the Valley Girls were kind of originated or whatever. But I know it kind of spread through the country and became a thing for girls to talk goofy like that. Whittier, Lakewood, short time, Alhambra, Monterey Park, Temple City, El Monte. Okay, East LA itself. Yeah, you were a gypsy in LA.
Just getting some more work done.
The LA gypsy.
Right. So you're gonna be at for a while.
Okay, there's William's channel link. That's for Tiny Farm Nuggets. And anyone else, please click on that link and go show Bill some love. The Valley Girl, San Fernando. Yeah, Sanfrando.
He won't go to sleep.
Who is that says it like that?
We have to do the future tomorrow.
Lady Gaga? Friendo. Staying hip. Yeah, man. Hip. Yeah. Next, you'll have me singing California Dreaming. Seriously. That was one of the most popular songs, but not in California. It was for us Easterners and us Michigoosers, especially sitting there in 3 feet of snow saying California Dreaming. No, seriously, when I was in California back in the 70s, I loved it. I don't know how, you hear a lot of shit on the radio. They talk San Francisco is, people are shitting in the street and living in it. I mean, and a lot of drugs just, and I suppose some of that is probably true. But then we've got the same thing here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We have homeless people that live under the viaducts, via not a chicken, but no, they live under the bridges around here and out in the cold. There's a camp down by the scrapyard where I take my scrap. There's an encampment of basically, you could say, homeless people, mostly men. And I've not been there, but I understand that there's a drug element. Moon Unit Zeppa, Sang Valley Girl. Yeah, I sort of remember that.
Okay, you ready?
I remember one of the first albums that Frank Zappa put out as just another band from LA. That one had Billy Was a Mountain, or no, wait, Studebaker Hawk. Yeah. And then Moving to Montana. There's just some crazy songs on there. Then I had another one from that was California based. I don't know if it was LA. No, probably wasn't. But it was called Lights Out San Francisco. And it was kind of jazz based. I wish I still had that album. I probably could find it. But it had some really moody, cerebral type of instrumentals. It was enjoyable. I'd play some of that. Dr. Dementia, yes. KHG Los Angeles, huh? I have a sticker from KHG on the back of the camper. I think it's KHG. On the I got so many names for my vehicles and my rigs. The pickup truck camper, which is Fortuitous, is the name of that camper. And she is currently mounted on Serendipity 2.0, which is a 1995 Dodge Dakota 4x4. Anyways, on the back door is a KHG sticker from that station, because the person I bought it from was from California. And the camper itself was made in California. It's a 6-pack. San Jose, I believe, is where that camper was made. Don't eat the yellow snow. I listen to AM radio from time to time, too. Sometimes, believe it or not, the AM signal comes in better than the FM sister station signal. Or, actually, it's not sister station. It's the same station. Simulcast, FM and AM. But sometimes the AM comes in better. I don't know why. But I have a C Crane radio. I got that because, well, I'd heard them advertised for years. Coast to Coast with Art Bell. Now, George Norrie. They still advertise C Crane. And C Crane is a pretty cool company with as far as their electronics, their radios, that type of thing. I've got, I guess you could call it like an emergency radio. You can use a crank to give it enough electricity to pick up broadcasts. It's got the weather channels on there, AM and FM, of course. It's got a solar panel that'll charge it, and the hand crank, and then battery power, and then regular electrical power as well. So it's got 4 sources of power. And it sounds great. And it seems to pick up stations quite well. I think it's because it's got a ferrite antenna with the extension. I think that's maybe where the secret is. The little old lady from Pasadena. Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go. Yes, mods have that option. Tiny people don't know. AM radio is where it started. That's true. Same here in Grand Rapids. See, 960 was WLEV. And 1300 was Wood. And back in the day, Wood played all kinds of music. In my family, that's, 5 o'clock in the morning, you heard the national anthem, and then you would hear Buck Berry come on. He would be on till, I think, 6 or 6:30. He was the local cowboy who hosted the Popeye show. And then, they'd have kids on there for birthdays, and it was a half-hour show in the afternoon, like at 3:30 or something like that. And then again on Saturdays, they'd have kids shows like that. But anyways, yeah, he hosted that. You get the weather report, the farm report, all those good things. And Bruce Gannett came on after him. That was on Wood Radio. Now on 960 WLAV. Wood Radio, their music was mostly popular and country, whereas WLAV was rock and roll. Evil. Oh, my dad was gonna die. But no, the 10A for 960 AM was rock and roll, and it's still the same thing. Rock and roll. Casey Kasem, yeah, that would be on 960, and I'd listen to it. I'd sneak the radio under my pillow. Wolfman. Love the Wolfman. I love that he was in that movie, American Graffiti. Art label, yeah. Yep, it's definitely where it all started, when FM came in. Yeah, the thing about FM was less distortion, stereo broadcast. That's where FM had it over AM. But I'll tell you what, I have found, and they have AM stereo now. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but you can get AM stereo broadcast.
Okay, great. I'm the bad guy once again.
And sometimes AM seems like it comes in better. It's weird. The conspiracy theory is that the far left is blocking the AM signals in our area because that's where the talk show hosts are, which are tendency to lean to the right. They don't want you listening to the new Rush Limbaugh show or Sean Hannity. No. Yeah, day off, listen to Casey Kasem. Yep. Now, it's for Saturdays in the summer, and it was on Wood Radio, again, our talk show, the channel or the station that my dad listened to all the time. Well, Detroit Tigers baseball. Hello. Yeah, the Tigers, Saturday afternoons and evenings. Boy, I remember those days.
hope you'll find
especially in the
space your heart to
springtime
help an animal who's suffering.
when we would have tornado watches and
Animals
stuff.
who've been abandoned,
Dad and I would go out in the garage. I mean, I'm like 5, 6, 7 years old when we would do this. We'd go out in our garage because the garage faced southwest. We didn't have, east, west. We were different. Our house sat at an angle, and the garage faced due southwest where you could watch the skies and stay a little bit out of the rain. Sometimes we had to move back a little bit, but you could at least get a view of the skies and watch for the spinning cloud. Jill is here. Welcome aboard. Tonight, the featured channel, Jill, was, who were they? Rob and Jan Can Van, or Can Cruise. Take your pick. This is a picture from Can Cruise. I have other pictures from Can Van. And then, of course, you weren't here at the noon show, but somebody finally guessed Nancy Adams. Who was that somebody?
You are just one step away from taking what is in
Nobody.
your heart.
Nobody guessed. Linda says I guessed. I guess I did. Of course, that ticket's gone. Otherwise, I'd have a ticket for Benet, but I didn't go to the store to go get one. I guess I had it in my head that nobody was going to win it tonight, but they did. Benet, boom. Don't even get me started. Yeah, you must be talking about the far left. Who knows? I could talk for hours and hours and hours and hours about stuff like that. And if you do listen to overnight radio, George Norrie, who's from my home state, by the way. Yeah, George is from Detroit. He's a Michigander. Yeah, they get into a little bit of almost semi-political, but it leans more towards paranormal stuff. Area 51. Oh my goodness, that's a great topic. And of course, aliens. Yeah, all those. Some people would say stupid, crazy theories, but then on the other hand, I've seen a UFO. I've seen a UFO when I was in Vacaville. I'm sure that there's a couple people here that know exactly where Vacaville is. Wolfman. Wolfman. Yeah, pretty much. Search bars, yes. Had a 65 Rambler that the radio had a search bar on it. It was kind of cool. And I was trying to think which cars. Was it Packard? Were they the first ones to have the search bar radios? And I'm trying to remember the name. It was a name like Bose, but it wasn't Bose. It was, I think, a German name. Almost like the camera. If you had a Hasselblad, you were amazing and rich. What was the name of that? It had some supersonic name. But, it was just basically the Seek and somehow programmed with transistors to pull in the strongest channel and stop on it, which was handy. I liked that. Now, back to my conspiracy theory. The two stations that I really like, because Grand Rapids kind of leans to the right anyways, we're a rather conservative area. When I try to do the Seek to move it from LAV, which is my rock and roll station, I just hit the upper for seek. I push it a couple times, and eventually it should stop at 106.9, which is wood radio. It goes right on past it. Wood radio is a strong signal, but it goes right on past it. I have to manually come back to it. WLEV is a very, very strong signal. Same thing happens. I have to manually tune it in. Now the bar will stop on these other stations that I don't listen to. It's a conspiracy. I know it must be. No, we're not, Joe. Holly's been a little bit under the weather for the last couple of days, so she decided to nod off. Literally nod off. I believe she's napping right now. So she won't be on again until next week, Saturday.
Well, we do have one more animal back at the farm who can help, but I was hoping we wouldn't need him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Let's get him.
Ron sees America. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Vacaville, mine, I had stepped outside. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, I knew that there was the Vacaville airport was just to my east from where we were staying. And there's a little bit of low rolling hills there in Vacaville. And, you know, we were out in the sticks. And I knew, you know, the searchlight, that, you know, the revolving light. A lot of airports have that and still have them. But, you know, that indicated that that was an airport. And the timing was off. I seen this flash, and then I seen the flash again. I'm like, so that's not right. And then I seen, you know, after about not even 15 seconds or less, maybe 10 seconds, I seen a flash. Now it was in the sky. And then
Nice to meet you.
overhead. Then it was, I don't know, could have been over Sacramento. But I mean, within 25 seconds, this light went from horizon to horizon. And Elon Musk, hey, it's got the same letters. He wasn't around back then, so it wasn't Starlink. I don't know what it was, and I don't think it was a satellite. What was it? Well, for me, it was a UFO because I couldn't identify what it was. I'd never seen anything move that fast. And, no, it wasn't a meteorite. None of that. It was a little slower than meteorites. But it was a lot faster than any jet airplanes or satellites, any of that. I mean, this thing was booking. But a meteorite, much faster. You know, meteorite's almost instant. This was not instant, but it was damned fast.
Thanks, dude.
So yes, I've seen a UFO. My father, my dad, he never talked about it, but my mom did. He actually saw one crash and reported it. And they roped the area off, and he didn't get to go into that area. They basically sent him on his way. That was here in Michigan, between here and Flint. Don't know any more details. It was back in the mid 40s, wartime. Dad drove for National Cylinder Gas, and he drove a U.S. government truck and out of Grand Rapids, and he would haul tanks of acetylene to the what we call the war factories in Flint. You know, they were originally car parts or car factories that were converted over to building tanks and weapons and gosh knows what else in World War II. What do you think? I'm missing something. Oh, I will. I will, Joe. Can't see me. Okay. I can hide the current comment like that. And I got some green mold. You see all this green mold? I think it's coming off this lake. Actually, that's a fjord in Alaska. There is I hope I saved it. I'm sure I did. Have you heard of, it's in it's in Canada somewhere. I don't have it. Daggone it.
Hi there. Thank you so much for coming. Just grab a seat.
I think this might have been in the same area, but it's called Emerald Lake. It's beautiful, and it's green, as green as you can think of. And it's called Emerald Lake. The reason it's greenish is because of the marl in the lake bed that reflects the sunlight in a green manner.
Oh, that's okay, sweetie. Here, I'll help you. Oh, here you go. Have you seen your brother?
New comments. We're going to get getting off here pretty shortly. But we're having some great conversations going on here. Yeah, I've heard that from other people too, Joe.
You just have to get her in the back.
Yeah, they're all pretty dang good backdrops. Rob and Jan are pretty doggone good photographers. They catch the right spot, the right time. Rob's got obviously he's got a drone. This is a drone shot.
Sorry, I had to run home.
And I'm trying to think. I know it's in Canada, and I can't think where.
With 10 minutes to go.
They were already high up, and then he launched the drone. So yeah, it was up there a ways. Yeah, let's see what else I can find. I think I showed all of their backgrounds that I have for today. And I won't be showing anymore because Renee guessed the channel.
Are you suffering from pain? There is one product that millions of people have trusted to relieve pain for over 17 years. Omega XL.
Was this one maybe?
Pain in both of my knees for many years. Getting out of bed was difficult.
That's possibly Emerald Lake down there. It's in Canada. That much I do know. Was it Vancouver or British Columbia? I don't know. Vancouver is in British Columbia. What am I saying? See, here's another one. This one's California. That is San Francisco down there. Let's see, that's, don't know. I thought I had one of Emerald Lake. I might have not put it here in StreamYard, but I may have it in my files folder. But because it had either one or both of them in the picture, that's probably why I didn't use it, because obviously somebody was, oh, that's Robin.
I know that Omega XL works because it worked for me. Don't let pain slow you down.
Well, Renee is lucky. She has Jill's number.
Take advantage of our new offer. When you buy one bottle of Omega XL, get
That's
one
like
free. That's
a
two
treasure.
bottles for only $39.95. And as a gift, we'll include a bottle of Vitamin XL D3 absolutely free.
Yeah, we just got to get Renee back on her feet. That's true. Can't run around with a bad flank. You might get shot from all that dancing. What was the name of that movie? They shoot horses, don't they?
passion I have, the confidence, knowing they could fix me.
Marana, Arizona at Ironwood Forest, but you're correct if it's freezing.
For every diagnosis,
Renee's heading for Florida.
for every care.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wish I was somewhere warm
Diagnosed with a heart condition, call
someday.
33810.
Okay, Jill, thank you. That will be precious. Sometimes I use the chat on the phone chat, because sometimes I get stuff that is hilarious from various people who do not do Facebook, nor do they do YouTube. So Dave is here. Welcome aboard. I just saw Van Vita's picture pop up. I don't know if she's got a live stream coming Saturday night. She might. I don't know.
8 cylinders of freedom. And to think he only let me drive it once. I've never considered myself.
That would be cool. I would like to meet Steve. I feel like I know him because I've watched his videos and some of his live streams. Now, he's been a subscriber to me for forever. Seems like. Great people. Great people. Gosh, it's 7:30. I would say it's time. Don't forget, of course you won't forget. Wednesday night. Oh, Dave, the channel was guessed by Fairy Dust. She guessed the featured channel Rob and Jan, the Can Van. Rob and Jan Can Van. And then they have a new channel also, which is Rob and Jan Can Cruise. So I had pictures from both of those channels. But Renee figured it out almost right away with very little clues. Anyways, Wednesday night we'll be back on this cliches and why do we say it and scratch offs. Yeah, we'll have fun. We got our poker chips. Dave, you need to come on so you can get your own poker chip and be entered. It's your poker chip forever. Once I make you one, it's yours. And whenever you come in on Wednesday nights, play the game, your poker chip goes in the barrel, and if I draw you, you win a ticket. And then we scratch the ticket off. In your case, I could bring the ticket to you. I could walk it over to your house. Almost. Yes, thank you, Jill. All right, yes, season greeting, everyone. What's coming up? But I am going to be on before Christmas. So, see, Wednesday is what? The 20th? I'm right? Yeah, let's see. Today is the 17th. So, tomorrow's 18. That's Sunday. 19 is Monday. 20 is Tuesday. 21 is Wednesday. So, we'll be here for the cliches on Wednesday, the 21st. So, 22nd is Holly's birthday. And then I'll give your regards. I got you, Joe. So it's 22nd Thursday. 23rd would be Friday. 24th Saturday, which I'll be here. So I'll see you not only just on Wednesday, but I'll see you Christmas Eve twice. All right, mateys. Probably, maybe, yeah, I'm going to snuggle up for sure. I'm not going anywhere. Yes, it would be a challenge, Dave. It's only, 15 miles, if that, but it would still be a challenge. No, I ain't doing it. Don't you dare try walking over here. You might be younger than me, but. So anyways, I'd say that's it. I'll snuggle up with Joe. Is
this part of the play?
I'll have dreams. Anyways, in the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. May God bless. See you Wednesday. And if I don't see you Wednesday, I'll see you Saturday.
You can